This is exactly what has happened, and this is why the people of Marine Park are feeling like pawns in a chess game where the outcome was decided before the match even started. Today in Albany, Senator Kruger introduced new school governance legislation with the goal of restoring much-needed balance and accessibility to the educational process. The measure also gives power back to the community school districts and assures that when you pick up a phone and ask a question about your local school, the call is picked up by a human being in your neighborhood and doesn't end up in the faceless void known as Tweed Courthouse. Parents in the community have been robbed of a meaningful role since 2003, and Senator Kruger believes it's high time to give that role back. Senator Kruger's legislation is one of several proposals that have been introduced regarding the issue of school governance, and his measure includes components of the other proposals as well. These bills will be the topic of much discussion during the upcoming weeks towards the close of session. The parents of Marine Park Junior High School deserve to be treated better than they're being treated today. The Department of Education thinks the students and parents are invisible. They think the community isn't worth listening to. The charter school here is not necessarily the one to blame. They're only doing what a flawed, destructive, and unresponsive process has allowed them to do. In order for Marine Park Junior High or any other public school community to dictate its own future, the current process needs to be changed.
Before proceeding, are there any more representatives of elected officials who are here tonight? Seeing none, I'd like to now ask representatives from the Hebrew Language Academy to present. I'd like to ask that people give courtesy to all the speakers so that everyone can be heard. So now let me introduce one of the founders of the Hebrew Language Academy, Sarah.
Thank you for having me here tonight. About 2 years ago, I became interested in starting a dual language charter school. I dreamed of starting a school that was rigorous and nurturing, as well as one that focused on creating Hebrew language fluency among its students. There are dozens of existing dual language programs in public schools in New York, exactly like this. They teach Mandarin, Russian, Haitian Creole, Greek, Arabic, French, and of course Spanish. I was, and continue to be interested in Hebrew for a few reasons. Firstly, the greatest Enlightenment philosophers studied Hebrew, as did the founding fathers of our country. And on a more practical level, I believe speaking Hebrew will give the graduates of our school greater opportunities in a variety of areas. The trade between America and Israel is extensive and growing each year. About 18 months ago, I brought together a board of individuals who shared my interest in creating this kind of school. It includes successful educators, community leaders, as well as the founder of a similar dual language school in Brooklyn, the Hellenic Classical Charter School. As we began to seriously complete the charter application, we learned that we needed to choose a district in which we thought our school would thrive. After a lot of research, we chose District 22. We chose it because it's a vibrant, diverse district where we felt there would be the greatest interest in our school. We then reached out to organizations and individuals in this district. Among our board members is a parent from the district and a retired public school principal from the district. The great response we have received from parents in the district showed we're right. Nearly 300 children applied for the 150 spots that are available this August. Some parents applied because they're interested in having their children learn a second language. Some applied because of our school's emphasis on tolerance and community service. Many were attracted by our commitment to a rigorous academic program. And many parents were excited to learn that there would be 2 full-time teachers in each classroom. It was our clear preference to open the school in a private space, as we stated in a public hearing last June. Before we even found out whether or not we would receive a charter, we engaged real estate brokers to search for space for the school. In fact, we worked with 4 brokers to make sure that no suitable property in the district was overlooked. We seriously looked at 30 properties, some of them including Our Lady Help of Christians and the Old Reds building, are many of ones that I know you're familiar with. Many properties required years worth of work to convert into a safe school. Many buildings that we thought would be perfect for the school, including some owned by the Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens, were not available as we had originally hoped. When we received the charter from the state at the end of January, our team had 2 large hurdles in front of us. Firstly, in a very short period of time, we wanted to make sure that literally every single family with a child entering kindergarten or 1st grade knew about the school. We worked tirelessly in regards to this effort, but it was not as easy to solve our real estate problems. We had been keeping the city aware of our efforts, and a few months ago in January, we told them we were worried we would simply not be able to have the appropriate space in time to open our doors and offices. When we learned about the available classrooms at IS 278, we were pleased to hear about this proposal. Just as we understood that the space would only be available for 2 years, we also knew that it would be the only tenable option for our opening in August. The proposal, though, has not slowed down our real estate effort one bit. In fact, we're well aware that this school, your school, has plans already in place to open a high school in the building. We know that our time here will be limited to 2 years, and we're working full steam ahead to find the right building.
I just ask that you give all the speakers the respect that they deserve, regardless of whether you agree with them or disagree with them. Can we agree on that?
It is imperative that we obtain permanent space, and to that end, we have schematics on 3 available sites in the district. Unlike before, we'll have time to do the work to turn the most appropriate of these sites into a permanent home in our school. We look forward to being good neighbors. We look forward to being part of this school and this community, although again, I want to reiterate that we're well aware that in a couple years, there will no longer be room for us in this school. One hurdle that my team was able to cross relatively easily was that of hiring a fantastic principal who's had years of experience as a principal in New York City public elementary school, as well as having been a director of bilingual dual language and English language learning at the Board of Ed. I am both pleased and proud to introduce Maureen Gonzalez-Campbell, who will tell you a bit more about HLA.
Good evening, and thank you kindly for the opportunity to speak with you this evening. As the principal of the Hebrew Language Academy, I bring to this school an array of expertise and experience in the field of education. I am a veteran former employee of the New York City Department of Education for over 20 years. I was an elementary school teacher, a staff developer, a director of bilingual English as a second language education, and an elementary school principal. Each of the enrolled students in the Hebrew Language Academy is a resident of Community School District 22. As the principal of HLA, I encourage us to have open hearts and open minds as we prioritize our children in this district. I am a willing partner with the principal of IS 278 in the nurturance hopes of a built-in campus where our children can thrive as learners and doers. I am